could be helpful. That was it, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell. The grove sings of its suffering. Something terrible happened here.
You can hear it? Incredible. Ah, there you are. Hello, my friend. You're just in time. I met Ravana here just as she was starting to look into an arcane disturbance. It can't be a coincidence we're so close to one of the Ascendant Order sites marked on the Duchess's map. We're not sure yet. Based on everything that Lady Arabelle has told me, it's conceivable that the Ascendant Magus could be responsible for the disturbance here. Ravana is trying to locate its source. We could use your help. Ravana's ritual is somewhat involved, and I'd like to help her prepare. Can you gather some reagents that we'll need? She requires 3 blooming song flowers and an azure torchbug before we can begin. Blooming song flowers grow in the copse of trees just north of here. You'll know them by their distinct blue and purple petals. As for the torchbug, Ravana told me they congregate near the lake at the heart of the grove. They are quite beautiful.
Another find for your pack. You've met your match.
I must discover the source of this corruption. Traveler, I advise caution. A corruption has gripped Stonelore Grove, turning the wildlife aggressive and spreading an impurity unlike anything our circle has ever seen. Nature itself has fallen out of balance. That is what I hope to determine. The Archdruid sent me to investigate, but it was all I could do to avoid the once docile creatures of the grove. I found a few pockets of corruption that must be cleansed, but I need another druid to assist me. Really, I just need another set of hands. Here, let me mark your map. I'll cast the cleansing spell, then you burn out the impurity. That will temporarily restore the balance while we search for the source. The circle will compensate you, of course. Let's find a few concentrated areas of corruption. My spells will cleanse the impurities, then you burn them. Hopefully we can determine the source of the corruption before this malady spreads to the rest of the island. Just keep your guard up. It wasn't always. It used to be one of the safest locations on the island. In fact, my ancestors deemed the grove sacred when they first arrived. Now the corrupted wildlife attacks for no reason, and some of my fellow druids have been afflicted. Not much, unfortunately. I noticed its effects a short time ago. Usually docile creatures turning aggressive, a strange blight spreading through the plants and trees. I brought my concerns to the Archdruid, who initially thought I was overreacting. I'm not sure anyone has ever convinced Archdruid Agathy of anything. But she couldn't deny that something strange was happening in the grove. She ordered me to look into it and bring my findings back to the Circle Elders. Nothing. I haven't gone back yet. Until I determine if the corruption can be cleansed and find the source, I don't actually have anything new to report. Well, except that now the corruption has spread to some of my fellow druids. Just that. They have become as hostile as the rest of the afflicted wildlife. We may have to deal with any corrupted druids we meet. But with your help and the blessing of the true way, we'll soon have a solution to present to the Circle Elders. I suppose you would call it our doctrine, our religion. The true way represents a life guided by natural principles and the value and willfulness of nature. All of nature comes from Ifra, and the druids are the arbiters of Ifra's will. Have you never heard of Ifra where you come from? The storyteller? The god of song and forest? The spirit of the now? Ifra formed the frame upon which nature was woven. He gave rise to the rules of life on Nirn. His way is the true way. I am a druid of the Stonelore Circle. I am a teacher, a healer, a counselor, as well as a steward of the natural world. I hear the voice of Ifra and his earthbones, and I do my best to be his advocate. Natural principles guide my every action. That was early in the First Era. After struggling against the Dureni hegemony, our ancestors came to this archipelago because of its connection to Ifra. When they arrived, our druidic circle deemed Stonelore Grove to be a sacred site. Not to be confused with our ritual circles. I mean the druids of the archipelago all belong to one of 3 distinct subgroups. You would probably call it a sect. Those who hold to the same circle share common beliefs and approaches to Ifra's will. The druids of this grove belong to the Stonelore Circle. We revere nature, but believe that all cultures have a place here. Some of the High Isle folk refer to us as the friendly druids. We rarely evangelize, letting our work speak for itself. You'll probably encounter the Eldertide Circle in your wanderings. Be careful. They are overtly hostile to the civilized residents of High Isle. As for the Firesong Circle, even I don't know much about them. They never leave the island of Iphelon.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
Let's see. The flowers are in good condition, and the torch bug is alive and well. You treated nature with deep respect, and you have my thanks. Perhaps the grove will repay us in kind. Let's begin. All things are connected. Spirits of nature reside in the swaying trees, the blooming flowers, the glittering torch bugs. It can be difficult to hear their songs, even for those of us who listen. But it's there. Can you hear it? The grove is in pain, projecting a sorrow that's felt by everything nearby. This ritual will ask the rocks and the trees and the insects to simply share what they know, to lead us to the source of this disturbance. There, we might find answers. I perform the ritual, and we see where this trail leads. Stand back. This will only take a moment. Bones of the earth, spirits of the wild, sing unto your servants. Lead us to the source of your pain.
Look! The spirits have sent their messengers. Oh, how beautiful.
Follow the torch bugs, friend. They will lead you to the source of the disturbance. An old druid circle. Here? How did I not know of this?
Errant magicka still lingers. A powerful spell was cast here. Let's look around.
That stone possessed ancient energy, but more akin to Valesia's magic than mine. A fire burns deep beneath High Isle. The druids of old channeled its power, a dangerous temptation.
A cracked staff? That can occur when the caster can't contain the magic they attempt to wield. An enchanted lodestone, a cracked staff, and a smoking fissure. All left behind in a place once used by the ancient druids of the island. Curious. Well, the staff is obviously connected to Breton magecraft. Definitely not the implement of a druid. A cracked staff is a bad sign. Whatever they were trying to do here, they probably didn't get the result they were hoping for. I've used such stones before. They help focus magicka over a distance. They come in pairs, you see, forming a sympathetic link between 2 points. So this spell, whatever it was aimed at a point outside this circle. Whoever cast this ritual obviously attempted to tap into the deep magic of High Isle. The power beneath the surface here is very seductive. But, as I am sure Ravana would tell you, using it and controlling it are not the same thing. Not with certainty, but I can make an educated guess. If the Ascendant Magus used this site to summon the storm that wrecked the Alliance ships, then obviously he lost control. The result wasn't what he expected, and now the Order is scrambling. Take the item back to Mandrake Manor, my friend. I can do a more thorough examination there. Ravana, if you'll allow me, I believe I can help you dispel the lingering disturbance.
My circle and I thank you, Valesia.
Good quality there. Any battle we can walk away from, eh? Shining steel! Ready to ride.
Yeah.
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Oh, nice. What did you find? My blade is yours.